NBA is suspending Golden State's Draymond Green indefinitely, unlimited or unspecified period of time.
Definitely, for me, my definition says forever.
Like we said the night that Draymond Green decided to punch the living crap out of Yusuf Nurkic, it happened again, and a day of reckoning is going to come for Draymond Green as a result of it. Ladies and gentlemen, that day of reckoning has officially arrived. So before we get to the content, make sure you drop like, subscribe, and turn on our notifications to help the channel grow. We're making a huge push on Snapchat, by the way. I want to give you guys more of a behind-the-scenes look at what we do on a day-to-day basis. Make sure you add me on Snapchat at TheFlightMike. And now that we get all that out of the way, cue the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, Pitchmas is here! Every time PrizePicks does this promo, we make money. And it's because all Kevin Durant needs is to score 1 point on Christmas Day for his square to hit, which means we only need to get 1 pick correctly in order to 3x our money. I make my picks on my Instagram story each and every day that I play PrizePicks. I post my followers that win on my story as well. And if you haven't played PrizePicks yet, this is the best time to do so because your chances of making money are so much higher. Just use my promo code microphone when you sign up on PrizePicks to double your deposit up until $100. And thank you, PrizePicks, for the sponsor. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? Draymond Green has a very unique history of trying to be an enforcer. You see, I understand you got to set the tone for your team on defense, but when you go all the way back to 2016, his first offense, or the one that he's most notorious for, was kicking Steven Adams in the nuts in the Western Conference Finals. In the very next series, he hit LeBron James in the nuts during the NBA Finals. As a result of this, he got suspended during the 2016 NBA Finals. And I'd be lying if I didn't say that this didn't contribute to the Golden State Warriors losing a 3-1 series lead to the Cleveland Cavaliers. There are so many clips and montages of Draymond Green acting like a menace to society, like this point where he jumped up and ran as fast as he can to attack Kevin Porter Jr. And these don't all necessarily need to be physical altercations, because he quite literally alienated his most talented teammate ever, or his second most talented teammate ever, when he chirped at Kevin Durant and told him that we won before you and we will continue to win without you. And the crazy part about this is he was right, but come on, let's be honest. I think the road to championships would have been easier if Kevin Durant was still on the Golden State Warriors. And I also think Kevin Durant would have more rings if he still was on the Golden State Warriors. But if that isn't enough for you, how about when the Golden State Warriors drafted Jordan Poole, built up his confidence, developed him into what seemed to be the third Splash Brother, won a championship with him, gave him a contract extension, and then Draymond Green punched the talent out of him. Jordan Poole was a broken man all season long, and that punch definitely had something to do with it. During a heated series with the Sacramento Kings, Draymond Green was caught for stomping on Domantas Sabonis. And at a specific point, you gotta stop giving the man the benefit of the doubt here. People would say it was an accident, but come on, man. Was kicking Steven Adams in the nuts an accident? Was hitting LeBron James in the nuts an accident? Was chasing Kevin Porter Jr. down the court an accident? Did he accidentally say something fucked up to the most sensitive player in the NBA and alienate him? Did he accidentally punch Jordan Poole in the face? The worst part is, in the offseason, Draymond Green essentially told the Golden State Warriors to choose between him and Jordan Poole. This decision was quite literally why Bob Myers stepped down as general manager.
What is the path forward for Klay Thompson and Golden State?
Well, this is why I left. There's gonna be a statue of this player outside of Chase Center. He was instrumental in bringing 4 championships. He's beloved inside the organization, the fan base. So it's not so simple as it's money and years. This is why it was hard for me. Like, you get relationships with these people, especially if you've succeeded with them. And that core has been together for 12 years. And that's just so rare now. It just doesn't happen. And so this is a delicate negotiation. From what I know and see, he wants to stay. They want him to stay. Doesn't mean it'll happen. but it is a test. It's certainly a test.
And the craziest part of all is despite Draymond Green having one of his best seasons to date, shooting 45% from three, he has come with a lot of problems. The Golden State Warriors are currently out of the play-in picture, and they're not even close to it. They're like 3 games back. And in the beginning of the series versus the Minnesota Timberwolves, Draymond Green decided to sprint up the court and get Rudy Gobert in a chokehold for some reason, despite Rudy Gobert just attempting to separate a fight that was ongoing between the Warriors and the Minnesota Timberwolves. At that point, Draymond Green got suspended for 5 games, and at the time the NBA said that the reason why this suspension was so significant was because Draymond Green is a repeat offender. At this point, Draymond Green has a reputation for doing this type of bullshit. But he decided once again that he was going to do it when he punched the living crap out of Jusuf Nurkic. And what's crazy about this is not only did Draymond Green punch Jusuf Nurkic, but his apology is insane. I mean, after the incident occurred, Jusuf Nurkic said this.
I don't know, man. I was behind the play. What's going on with him? I don't know. Personally, I feel like that brother needed help. I'm glad he not tried to choke me, but at the same time, it had nothing to do with basketball, man. I'm just out there trying to play basketball, you know, they're swinging. I think we saw that often, but hopefully, you know, whatever he got in his life, he'll get better.
Which, by the way, I do agree with him. This is not a basketball play. There is no way, shape, or form that you can convince me or rationalize Draymond Green having a closed fist spinning around and then happening to punch Jusuf Nurkic in the face. I mean, you could slap him possibly in the face if the angle's weird enough, but you could see that that's not what Draymond was going for. He was trying to make contact here. This was Draymond's apology.
Pulling my hip and I was swinging away to sell the call. Made contact with him. I'm not one to apologize for things I meant to do, but I do apologize to you, sir.
But the funny part about this is he's like describing himself as if he had like the symbiote suit on, or he was in like a werewolf mode or something like that. It's almost as if he's acting like it wasn't actually him and he was like intoxicated and blacked out during the moment.
Apologize to you, sir, because I didn't intend to hit him. And pulling my hip back, so I spun away and unfortunately, I hit him.
And it's just really funny to see this. I mean, he's just reading it off of the paper. You could tell that they're doing anything that they possibly can not to make this look bad. But at this point, come on, man. We've been through so many incidents off of the court, on the court, dealing with management. And some people are even hypothesizing that the reason why Draymond Green did this bullshit because, well, he didn't even want to be out there. So at that point, people were looking at the NBA. What is going to be their plan? How are they going to fix this? Well, I liken this situation to Ja Morant's situation. The first time Ja Morant got caught at the strip club with a gun, the NBA kind of swept it under the rug. They tried to say it was a toy gun because people take toy guns to strip clubs now, apparently. And then he sat out for about 8 days, went through a week of therapy, and he was magically rehabilitated. And a month later, he does the same exact thing all over again. And at that point, once you're a repeat offender, the NBA had no choice but to suspend Ja Morant for 25 games, which essentially ruined the Memphis Grizzlies season because they currently have a 0.4% chance of making it into the playoffs. And I'm gonna be honest, between what Ja Morant did and what Draymond Green is doing, I think what Draymond Green's doing is significantly worse. I mean, what Ja Morant did is bad from a PR perspective. You cannot have one of your brightest stars, a player that has the marketing value that Ja Morant has, going out and waving a gun on Instagram. No one's gonna want to advertise on that. It's not good for the NBA's image. And that's why Ja Morant was punished, because he was affecting the NBA's bottom line. In the case of Draymond Green, what he's doing is way, way worse. He's quite literally putting other players in the NBA in danger by playing with them. At a specific point, even attacking the NBA's best player, their golden goose, LeBron James, during the 2016 finals on national TV. This has been going on for way too long. So the NBA had no choice here, because according to Adrian Wojnarowski, the NBA is suspending Draymond Green indefinitely. Now, Draymond Green, Warriors GM Mike Dunleavy Jr., Green's agent Rich Paul of Clutch Sports are all expected to meet Thursday to start discussing a path of counseling and help for Green to move forward. The league didn't want to put a specific number on the suspension, but allow Green to take the time he might need to deal with the challenges that he is facing. Green will be required to meet certain league and team conditions before he returns to play. the NBA said in a release. So this doesn't necessarily mean that Draymond Green is out for the season, because typically the NBA will do this whenever a player is trending significantly for all the wrong reasons. And in the case of Draymond Green, he is trending for all the wrong reasons. I mean, he literally got suspended for this 28 days ago. So chances are the NBA is waiting for things to simmer down a little bit before reinstating Draymond Green. And they're probably going to give him like a laundry list of things that he must achieve before he gets reinstated in the NBA, kind of similarly to what they did to Kyrie Irving back when he posted that documentary onto his social media. At the end of the day, is this warranted? Yeah, he quite literally closed his fist and punched another NBA player. There's nothing you can do to convince me that it was accidental. At the same time, the fact that this is happening is going to be a huge detriment to the Golden State Warriors, who have already been struggling, and they were struggling with Draymond Green on the court as well. But without a doubt, losing Draymond Green, a huge part of this franchise, a huge part of their team, a player that they extended in the summer, is going to have a drastic effect on a Golden State Warriors team that is already struggling in the regular season so far. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this suspension? Is this way too much? Is it just right? I like to hear what you have to say. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.